football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. Between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
On touch, 73, 73. No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Great. 180, 180. 63, 63. No touch.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has his man. That's their rookie from Penn State. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
No touch. Hey, 73, 70. 180, 180. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. That's stop made by Donovan Ezeraku.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts with it on third and short. This one's caught. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't lightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Barkley again here on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down.
No touch.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. Rob flat. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
No touch.
Let's get to that wide complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7.
73.
Makes it third and 2.
No touch.
On third down, here's Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Well, This coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go!
Now running here with Jaden Blue. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Eagles get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He cuts it back right. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it on 2nd and short. A 3rd down run with Blue. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That's good for our Cowboys. 1st down.
Yeah! Here we go!
1st and 10.
Dak off the play fake. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Hey! And anyone else?
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Splits down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They go play fake with Hurts. Complete out to the right. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Barkley with the pistol again. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. He's got to get a 10. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, couple up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd left, Yeti. Alpha. Hey, 73. Yeti.
Hurts the throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
We'll hear from the pistol. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, baby!
He gets the handoff. Fights his way through a tackle. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great, set. 180, 180.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Great, set.
Now Hurts. Short pass brought in. Field. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much more exciting.
He brings it in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, a run with Barkley. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Great, set.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Great. Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yeti.
Here's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Tiger Hornet.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Great. Set. Trimmer. Delta.
Quick throw offside, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Setting up, 2nd and goal.
No touch it. No touch.
It's Hurts once again. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And he shaped that one to the right. It is no good. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Here we go.
They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Running back sent in motion. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle, Blue. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
18 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of his defense. He feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Play action, Prescott. This one finds the fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Play action now for Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Looked elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Win the early battles. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Blue goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Everybody. 4-8. 26.
Blue again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
This is third and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. 26.
Here he goes, third and long. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, the other areas of the team pick each other up. I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second-half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Has room down the left sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Bringing pressure, and it's blocked. Looks like the Cowboys up to the races. Middle of the field. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
Devontae Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. We send a man in motion. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 40.
To this drive, they're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Start the drive with Blue. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's going to be cut by Mingo. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. The Eagles into the nickel, third down coming. To the air on third and long. down there with the send.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's 4th down.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far.
Yeah! Here we go! 47. 20.
Desperation time here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. First down, ball at the 36.
Great. Delta!
Running left, this is Buckley. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Great. Set. And anyway, up. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin the game.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dan. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun is Prescott. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by the Kobe team. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Throwing at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. They could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cooper to Dean in to pick it up. We'll take over just outside the red zone as he goes out of bounds.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
73! 73!
Kurtz on 1st down. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Gets it again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Blue running to the right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Go, get out there, get out there. We're going to 54, go ahead. Let's go, kill.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys trying to do some window dressing. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go, 40. Here we go. 48. Here we go, 46.
Putting the tight end in motion.
26.
3rd and long for him here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
Now they send their back in motion right. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And they drag him down. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand.
Good, set.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line. They're going to pass it here. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.